Oh, I actually still have the top score if it's updated, hopefully.
Yeah.
Let me have my one game I'm still grand champion on. Just kidding.
Later.
Gary just beat my score.
Boom. Victory laps now.
Oh my god. All right. Now you may pass.
I may pass.
My score. Oh. Yeah, one of the first albums of The Prodigy.
A few moments later.
You know, Gary and I have always had a lot of fun playing pinball. And it's funny because when we lived in Minnesota, we didn't really have as many friends that really got into it as much as we did.
We had friends that would play it when we had parties and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But they wouldn't be like, hey, we want to join you on your Saturday outing somewhere.
Yeah.
Type thing. They're like, no, I'm too busy playing my video games. So.
Right, or whatever goofiness was going on.
Yeah.
But, you know, we kind of throw our own parties and still have fun out there.
Ah. There we go, got it. Door number 2.
Gives you points.
Door number 3.
Past 15 cars, okay. So that's another thing in the game, too, is, certain places.
This particular mode is the gasoline alley mode.
Right. But I'm saying, like, at the end, when they count everything up, they count the score, they count what place you were in the race, they count how many laps you completed. So it's part of the whole mechanics, scoring mechanics, which is interesting for a game like this. Because normally a game only kind of worries about the points. It doesn't remember all these other side things that we're talking about here.
Oh.
But from the ashes rises a phoenix. Gary's extra ball is back in play.
That's one.
That's one.
Yes. Sorry. I was trying to move the camera. Oh. That was kind of, I guess it came down pretty quickly and I hit the edge of that.
Mm-hmm. No.
Shellschlag says, you mentioned Back to the Future. It seems odd to make such an old theme now, but maybe for the 40th anniversary coming up in a year or so.
Yeah, see, that's what it is, most likely. I mean, Jersey Jack did the 50th anniversary of Godfather, and that's not really exactly relevant either. So, it's a lot of pinball seems to be like nostalgia for like 50-year-olds. So,
yeah, that makes sense because that's
the demographic that is buying.
It's the demographic, and B, it's a tried and true method. You know, nostalgia is a powerful drug. Funnily enough, I stumbled across it while browsing the shop. Oh, funny. It was like meant to be, that whole joke. All right. A reference, I guess. ESPN Speed World, when they broadcasted a variety of motorsports back in the day, IndyCar karts and F1, to name a few. Shellshock says I'm over 50 and Godfather is too old for me.
Yeah, see, it's me too.
Uh-huh.
I just never got into the Godfather 2. You know,
I got into it because I'm a film buff.
Yeah.
Like, I like to watch all sorts of different films, and that was on my list of to-dos to watch, and I loved it years ago. But
like, yeah,
that's funny to pick that, yeah.
Born roughly in that era, and so
I guess because there's a whole subculture of interest, maybe, of gangsters.
They had sequels and stuff. Yeah, I guess if you really, if you think about The Sopranos and some of the other Godfather and then some of the other mafia-based movies. So if you really like that genre, you obviously probably went back and watched, even if you were younger. That's what they were hoping. I don't think it's selling all that well.
Yeah. You're right. It does look off-putting when we're looking at the opposite directions on the screen. Oh, that's funny. Now that we pointed it out, now you can't unsee it.
Fine. I don't want to look at Ed anyway.
That was a good retort. I'll give you a rebuttal back in a moment when I think of one.
Yeah. Yeah, like, yeah, you're stupid.
You man. You stupid man.
You man! Stupid man!
To quote Hook. I remember as a kid watching part of it with my parents, but it was mostly over my head.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, I watched it back in college. And I remember, I don't know. I'm pretty open-minded with a lot of film, honestly, because of so many different aspects about it. And you get into like foreign films, that's also a fun can of worms to open, because you have to consider the cultural, differences between countries and so forth as well when you're watching film. And a lot of times people get turned off by not wanting to read subtitles.
I don't want to read subtitles when I watch movies.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Maybe because I've done it for so long, I'm such a speed reader that I just don't think twice about it.
Well, I miss half the movie. I mean, quite frankly, I do.
I know. I'm just saying, maybe that's why I don't get bothered by it, because I've done it for so long.
I'm sitting there
and I'm a teacher on top of that.
I'm processing what they're saying by reading it.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, oh, I missed all of what's on the screen.
See, the thing, I'll give you a quick, 30 seconds of what you can do. And there is a speed read class that basically one premise is you ignore. Oh, hey. Ye old Plin player. Thank you so much for the follow. Appreciate that.
Yeah, appreciate the follow. Yeah.
Basically, you can get to a point where you can train your brain or your eyes to ignore all of the words that are fluff in English. And there's a lot of fluff words, and I'll explain what I mean. As, if, to, it, all these particles, all these things that just buffer stuff to help explain things. All you need are certain, words that give you just comprehension, give you information and so forth. So I've gotten used to just seeing all these words and comprehending them super quick as a result. So I know it's a practice. It's what I get for being a geek, I guess.
Anime.
Yeah.
What got you
Congratulations. Yes. But again, thank you for that follow. Hope you're doing it all right out there.
There we go.
That's one.
Here's the victory lap now.
Victory lap.
500 million.
Oh man, look at you.
Driver one has a real chance to win this.
Did you finish and that's why you got all this?
I have to look and see what my last.
Oh, I think you did, because I see some flashing I haven't seen before right now on the playfield. Oh, that's great. Let's do something here. Gary just fucking beat my score.
Boom. Victory laps now.
Oh my God. This is what happens when you get really good at pinball really quickly. I felt amazing playing games in Chicago because I have felt like I'm just on top of things, and I'm gotten so much better. And tonight, here we are. Gary freaking got his new personal best, as well as the new arcade best here at Wild Dog Arcade, with a grand champion score of more than 2 billion. Oh my God, dude. Totally.
The key is getting all the speedway modes.
Yeah,
the modes.
as I've seen, and you were consistent. See, he was able to be more consistent. 2.3 billion. Oh man, give it up for Gary, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. He's got the grand champion score now. And not bad for just goofing around and having fun this evening. And lo and behold, here we are. Look at that. First position, 12 laps left. But that doesn't matter because he managed to get first place in that. I know, right? GG, thank you so much for that. Loyal to Soil, how you doing? And I like your emotes for the Hulk there. Yeah, he killed it, man. Oh man, I was not expecting that at all.
I'm trying to get a picture with my initials for Indigo.
No, it doesn't want you to have that.
You got to go through all this other.
It's taunting you, Gary. Oh,
all right.
Well done, Gary, man.
Yes. All right.
All right. I guess that's a good way to kind of
go over to
split
the
up over here.